Hey guys, it's MugenLord here. I just want to make a quick video. This video is going to be a bit different than my typical gaming videos here on this channel. This video is a bit more, I guess you say it's grounded and a bit more serious than my usual videos. And I would say that hopefully you gain something from this or be inspired by this, because I'm definitely inspired, because right now I'm watching history in the making here on this internet. And so what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about this YouTuber that goes by the name Young Ripa. His real name is Eric D. July. You can follow him on Twitter. So who is Young Ripa? Well, Young Ripa, I would say that he's more so of a comic book enthusiast. He's been collecting Marvel and DC comics for over, I guess you could say, ever since he was younger or whenever he got into it. And he started a YouTube channel where he talked about his favorite comics and everything. But he more so talked about the impacts of what's going on in the social political climate when it comes to identity politics and how it's seeping into our entertainment, and more specifically what he loved the most, which is comic books, and how identity politics has pretty much made comic books just unbearable to the point where now manga and just Japanese comics is just destroying Western comics. Now, you guys follow me here on this channel. You guys always come to my live streams where I have my real talk discussions, and we already talk about these topics about SJWs and how identity politics and all these different movements and propaganda has pretty much infiltrated our entertainment for the worse, and it had pretty much just not make our favorite pastime enjoyment fun anymore. And Eric D. July, or Young Ripa, has pretty much had a channel that focused around that, and he also had featured on plenty of other channels like Neurotic, Geeks and Gamers, and everybody in that sector of the internet, or that sector of YouTube, where everybody, like especially people on the left, can't stand, or they post them as, or label them as Gamergate, or they label them as alt-right or white supremacist groups and stuff like that. But the reason why I want to talk about it is because he decided to do something, and I find quite inspirational myself. He decided to put his money where his mouth is. And what am I talking about here? Well, he decided to start his own comic book company and his own comic book universe called the Rippaverse. And what's so funny about it is this guy started the campaign for the website to get the pre-orders for his first comic, and the first comic is called Isam, which is his first comic book hero that's going to be the groundwork for many other stories in the near future. And I'll definitely leave the link in the description below to check out his website, and to also check out the video where the introduction to Isam as well. Well, I say that to say this is because when he started the campaign for it, and I'm supporting this guy, I went to his website and everything. This website couldn't even load up. That's how many people were just crowding his website. But the crazy thing about it is, the moment he started his campaign, this dude made $1 million. And this campaign is for 75 days for the pre-orders for the first issue of Isam. And that issue is going to release sometime in August. And in day one, he made $1 million. Day one, he made $1 million. It's just mind-boggling, and it's so inspirational to me because I'm watching history in the making, and I have to be part of that history. I have to see this thing unfold. This man had a vision, he had a goal, and he went forward and made it happen. He didn't just sit back on the internet, on YouTube, and complain about it and provide no solutions. He made a solution. He's not part of the problem. He's part of the solution. And he had so many people who backed him. And a lot of haters just came out of nowhere, just looking for his downfall or try to sabotage him. But it just keep going. Can't stop his train. Because now, currently, right now, today or tonight, he's at $1.6 million. This man cannot be stopped. This guy did it. This guy is phenomenal. And the crazy thing about it is, he also grabbed artists within the comic book industry from Marvel and DC. He grabbed these artists and paid them what they're worth. Because the problem is right now in the industry, because Marvel and DC became so big for their bridges, a lot of these artists are not getting paid the value that they're worth. You know, it's more so like if you're working for Marvel or you're working for DC, well, that should be the highlight of your life. You should be glad that you're working on a Marvel project or a DC project. So a lot of these comic book artists have pretty much left the industry because of how they're treated, especially if those who don't have the right ideology to be in the industry to begin with. And he turned around and grabbed these people. That is so inspirational. And looking at his success really put fire underneath me even more to push what I'm doing. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, and I know a lot of you guys who've been following me on the channel already know what I've been doing, but those of you who just entering my space, I announced a while ago, months ago, that I started, and I have my own LLC to start my own comic book company, which I got the LLC last year in the name of my comic book company is called Venus Orion Comics. I even got my own merchandise right here. You can see the cup, Venus Orion Comics. And I wanted it to also be part of the solution instead of the problem. I was tired of just keep griping about the situations and the things that I don't like that's going on in the industry with as far as these identity politics, and how I'm watching my favorite medium just get destroyed by these wackos that's in, these high powerful positions. Why not create something of my own to be able to challenge that narrative, or to create my own community in everything? And I decided to do that by starting Venus Orion Comics. So right now, like I said, I'm starting my first comic book issue, and I talked about it in previous other videos. And my first comic is going to be called VK, Varion Killers, Vampire Killers. And I've been working on that for some time now. And like I said, I got my concept artist and everything, been working through all the character designs. I'm writing the story because I'm not an artist. I'm writing the story. And the thing that I respect so much about what young Ripa is doing, he invested his money into it. And I was always thinking about, how should I go about this approach when it comes to my first comic? Should I turn around and crowdfund it? And I stopped and thought about it myself. I said, I have to show and prove that my product is worthy. And so I decided way before young Ripa announced that he's doing his own Rippa universe, I decided myself that I'm going to finance this myself. I'm going to finance my first issue to be able to get this up and running. I wanted to do it myself. That's why I didn't go out to ask you guys for your money, because you haven't seen the product yet. Or I don't want you guys to just take a chance with a product and help me fund something that you don't know if it's going to surface or anything like that. So that's why I rather put my money where my mouth is and put my money into this, and to my dreams, into my goals, to make it happen. And that's what's been going on. So I've been built my own comic, and I'm actually establishing my own universe and everything like that, and have my own cast of characters, which I have so far just revealed just a little bit of characters that you can expect to happen or expect to appear and have their own issues. But VK itself will be the comic book and the starting point to how my Venus Orion Comics universe will plateau and start off. And you can actually see my posters right here. This is my vision, this is my dream, and this will always keep me motivated at night and during the day. Just keep turning around, looking at this poster, looking at my work, and keep pushing me. And looking at young Ripa do this put fire underneath me, and he destroyed that narrative. And this is what I'm talking about. No one can stop you from being successful. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what your sexual identity. I don't care what the hell you identify as. No one can stop you but yourself. Here it is. You got Eric D. July, young Ripa, who is a black man. Destroyed the whole narrative that the left and all these other people would say about black people being held down, being oppressed, and we can never get ahead. This man had a vision. He set forth on it, and now this dude is a millionaire overnight. Overnight, this dude made over $1 million just like that, because people see his vision, people see his dreams, and people want to be a part of it. People want to be a part of this history that's being unfolded in real time, and I had to support that, brother. I had to pre-order and help and be part of history in the making, and he showed. And the thing is, I've already been working on the things that I'm working on, but he inspired me even more that, yo, I'm on the right path in what I'm doing. And this is why I haven't been talking much about my comic, because right now I'm working really, really hard. I'm still working with artists and I'm still putting everything together. But pretty soon in the near future, you're gonna hear my announcement about how everything is going to work, where you can get access to my comic, how you can purchase my comic. You gonna get information and details on all that when it's ready. And the smart thing he ever done was invest with his own money. And when he already had the product done, the product is done. You're just pre-ordering it, and that's the route I want to go. I want to have it to where the product is done. When I do the campaign for pre-orders, there you go. You know the product is coming. You don't have to worry about if the project is going to get done, where the money is going and everything. No, the product will be ready. And that's the process and that's the path I'm going. And for him and to look at what young Rip is doing allowed me to know that I'm on the right path to success. And I just want to say, young Ripper, Eric D. July, I just want to say, man, brother, continue to do your thing, man. I understand that there's gonna be a lot of people that want to see your downfall, and like, oh my god, dude, like you just don't understand like what this have done, dude. Like, you're a walking inspiration to me, and I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep pushing, man. And it goes to show that right now is the perfect time to be an independent artist, an independent game developer, everything. Just go independent. Even in music, just go independent, because the industry has just pretty much turned its back on the people and have its own plans, and they dominate and control everything. But when you go independent and you formulate your own community, your own fan base, they can never take that from you. They can never strip that away, because you built that yourself. They can never take that from you. So for those of you who are artists, who's trying to develop a comic or design a video game, or you're a music artist trying to develop your own music, don't look for these records. Don't go for external big conglomerate companies and stuff like that. Do it yourself, because when you build, they will come. You build it, I'll repeat it. You build it, they will come. And you will build the leverage. You will be able to come to the table with the negotiations because you build something. So I just want to leave it at that. Like I said before, I'm going to leave in the link in the description below so you can go check it out. What young Ripa is doing in his comic book. So if that's something you want to support, you can definitely check it out. And right now the left is going crazy. These nutbags are going crazy. He got banned from Reddit. They banned him from Reddit or whatever. And that's crazy. They trying to do everything to stop this man, and there's nothing they can do to stop him. This dude's going to touch, I'm going to say it right now, he's going to probably reach maybe $3 to $5 million by the time the campaign for the first pre-order issue is done. He's going to reach that. I guarantee you he's going to reach that. But that's pretty much the end of this video. What do you think about young Ripa and the Rippaverse? Are you a backer? Definitely let me know in the comment sections below how long you've been following his channel. And also, for those of you coming to my who've been on my channel and everything, just let me know your thoughts about this whole situation, about just going independent in general and everything. So that wraps up the video. If you like the video, just hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, because it definitely helps me in the algorithm. This is MugenLord, and hit that bell to be notified for more gaming news and deep talk conversations like this. Signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.